Hello, and welcome to the Jared Hurst Podcast. This podcast is a place of transformation, growth, spirituality, and connection. This week, I want to talk with you about being our own catalyst. So, I was sitting down. First off, sorry I've been gone. I know I haven't been around. I got so sick. I have not been that sick in at least a decade, maybe longer. I mean, it was bad. I wasn't throwing up or any of that good stuff, but sweats and fatigue and just exhaustion. It was not a pleasant experience. And my voice left me. I got super congested, had a massive cough. You may hear some of that today. I don't think so. I think I'm in a pretty good spot, but just so you know, if all of a sudden you're hearing stuff out of me, that's why. I'll do my best to edit it out if that happens. So, I was getting ready to record my podcast, and I am still going to record a podcast on the topic I was preparing. But I saw this audio clip, and it was one of those moments that got me so energized and so excited. I said, I have to talk about this right now. It's so funny how looking at things differently completely shifts the way that you see the world. Now, this thing that I saw, this thing that I heard, I don't fully agree with it, but there's a part of it that makes it really powerful. In this audio, the speaker says, the relationship that you really love, the reason that you loved it is because of who you were in that relationship, not because you loved that person. Now, I disagree. I think you did love that person. There are qualities and traits to people that you just adore, that you value, that are a huge thing in your life, important to you. With that said, this idea that you love who you were with that person, that is so powerful. Now, I've talked before about catalysts, how we use certain things as catalysts in order to get us to experience things that we desire. So we have emotions that we desire, we have experiences that we desire. The reasons that we value certain experiences is because of the emotions we desire. And a lot of the times, we use a catalyst in order to get ourselves to that emotional state of being. I had this relationship where I dated this woman that was significantly younger than me. And one of the things I loved about her was how playful we were together. Now, the question is, were we playful because of her? Or were we playful because I gave myself permission to be playful? Because she was so much younger than me, I felt okay tapping into my childlike persona. I felt okay getting into that state of play and non-seriousness. So, to some extent, really what it is I felt safe to go into that energy, and I used this person as a catalyst to help me get there. Now, if you listen to that episode that I talked about this, we can create our own sense of safety in ourselves. We can become our own catalyst. That is not what this episode is about, though that is very important and worth bringing up again. If you want to be more playful, find people and experiences that help you be playful. Then, once you've been playful enough, you'll be able to start going to that space without those people and experiences to be a catalyst for that. And look at what you need in order to feel safe going into that emotion. Okay? That's just a quick recap on this idea of using catalysts, creating safety, and learning how to get to that emotional home for those experiences. We can look at our life and we can say to ourselves, I want to be this person. I want to feel this way. A lot of the times when we are looking at our wants and desires, the things that come up for us in that moment are things that we are consciously aware of. And if we spend a little bit of time digging, we might get access to some of our subconscious desires. If we really focus on something and really spend time ruminating and focusing and thinking about the things that we want in life. But those subconscious things are a lot harder to access than those conscious things that we're aware of. We at some point might have become aware that I want to feel more playful, that I want to feel more confident, that I want to feel more sexy, etc., etc. But there's a possibility that we have those desires and we aren't even aware that we have those desires. So, how do I find out that I have these subconscious desires so that way I can start finding catalysts? That way I can start creating safety and allow myself to have those things in my life. And this idea of looking at people that you have loved and then looking at who you were with this person can give you insights to things that you don't even realize you desire. When I start looking at some of my favorite relationships that I've had, I am very playful. I let go of a lot of self-created boundaries and rules for myself. I'm more free, more fun-loving, less concerned about what other people think about me. I am more loud, to be honest. I get loud when I'm around people that I'm excited about because that's something that I enjoy. I love that energy and that enthusiasm that comes with just letting everything out. And so this is a really great tool to allow yourself to gain access to your authentic self, to gain access to your authentic desires. Look at specific people, relationships, look at specific friendships, look at specific environments, and ask yourself, what did I love about who I was in this moment? What did I love about who I was in this moment? And all of a sudden, you start seeing things that you didn't even know you wanted. And then it's just about making the steps in order to allow yourself to get there. It's about giving yourself permission. It's about creating safety. It's about finding catalysts to help you get there and then doing it enough until it becomes part of who you are and you don't need the catalyst and you don't need the people and the experiences. It's just part of you. I thought that was such a really cool concept, is looking at who we are in different situations and then having that be a window into our true authentic self. Give it a try. Spend some time, think about your life, think about your experiences, and gain some new knowledge and new insights into who you want to be. I believe in you and know you can do it. And until next time, remember that you are not alone.